Hej, witam wszystkich dzisiaj serdecznie. Poniedziałkowy wieczorek, godzina 18 po 18. No to co? Dzisiaj lecimy dziedzictwo Hogwartu. A tak sobie dzisiaj pogramy. Jakieś tam misję sobie porobimy. No i co? Nie będziemy bawić przy tym, nie? Będziemy się bawić. Tyle. Temacie.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
Mamy nowe misje, to sobie weźmiemy od razu te nowe misje. Mamy? A, mamy jeden punkt. Co by tu by można zrobić? O, to by było dobre. No. Wykupimy. Mapa. Misje. O, 22. Porozmawiamy z Poppy. Chyba gdzie ona jest.
I should imagine she'd always have room for an extra
700 coś metrów. Biegów. Chodzenie. No. By było można robić szybki teleport do Hogwartu. Chyba tak zrobimy. Mapa. Teleport do Hogwartu. My mamy iść tu. Ona jest tu. Nie masz, Penio. Nie maneczka. A co polecimy? A co mi tam? Możemy i polecić. Porozmawiamy sobie z Poppy. Poppy i będziemy robić główną misję.
No need to race now, my friend.
Karunia.
Oh, good, you're safe.
Hej, Poppy!
There you are. You were in such a state when you left.
The poachers got to my gran. Someone recognized me in Hauntel Hall and they got to her.
What do you mean? Is she alright?
She's fine, thank goodness. But they were at her house, our house. They assumed I'd sent the egg there. She said they took the whole place apart looking for it, screaming that we'd cost them everything.
Everything. Wszystko stracili. O kurde.
I'm sorry, Poppy. I'm glad she's alright. I don't think either one of us could have anticipated that.
I should have known. I underestimated the poachers. And now another creature's in danger.
What do you mean?
The poachers refused to leave empty-handed, so they took valuable journals that Gran had discovered when she was researching rare creatures. One of them contained theories about a secret hiding place of the Snidget, long thought to be extinct.
O kurde. Czym jest znikacz?
Exactly what kind of creature is a Snidget?
It's a small bird with golden feathers. It's incredible. It has rotational wings that allow it to dart quickly in any direction. In fact, the golden snitch in Quidditch is based on the Snidget, which barbarically was actually used in the sport hundreds of years ago.
Why would Snidgets be valuable to poachers?
They could make more money with Snidgets than they ever would have fighting dragons. The golden Snidget's feathers and eyes are incredibly valuable. That's why they're believed to be extinct. They were hunted out of existence by wizard kind. If the poachers found some now, I can't bear to think about the horrific way they'd be bred and killed for profit.
No wiadomo, wszystkiego trzeba się dowiedzieć, nie?
Where exactly are these Snidgets allegedly hidden?
Ale to sobie też muszę zbierać pieniądze, nie? 3000.
Which is good. Perhaps the poachers won't be clever enough to find the birds. From what she recalls,
Na
the
większe
journals
te
only
doniczki.
noted that the key to finding them lay in the moonlight. Gran thinks it can be narrowed down to a handful of locations.
I take it you aren't going to let the poachers anywhere near the Snidgets.
Gran wants me to stay out of it, but I know she's devastated that poachers might go after the Snidgets, if they still exist. We had the element of surprise on our side when we saved that dragon, but the poachers will be watching for us now.
We need allies. Others who hate the poachers enough to help us, who value creatures as much
Merlin's beard! You're a
Merlina.
genius! The centaurs! They'd want the Snidgets protected at all costs.
Dobra, idziemy porozmawiać z
Sounds as if we
tym.
need to go and talk to the centaurs.
We'll need to be careful in how we approach them. Tensions with them are high. Still, I think they may be our only hope. Let me think on it.
Przemyśl to.
I'll let you know as soon as I have a plan.
No, przemyśl to. Płanie, misja ukończona. Zbieramy sobie muchy. I... No niektóre rzeczy się przydadzą. Dobra, zrobimy sobie główną misję. Dzień kopalni. 22 poziom. Powinniśmy dać radę. Aż tam tak daleko. A później chyba sobie pochodzimy po tym. Po Hogwarcie może i coś tam porobimy sobie, bo ja potrzebuję kasy, żeby zrobić misję. Niestety. Szkoda, że po mieście nie można latać. Bariera ochronna. Fajnie by było. Z Sebastianem się spotkaj. Sebastiano.
Wonder who lives here.
Jesteśmy. Siema, Sebastian.
I thought my owl might pique your interest.
Siemaneczko, Sebastian.
I came as soon as I could.
I'd been so preoccupied by all that happened with Ominous in the catacomb, not to mention my uncle's reaction, that I'd almost forgotten what it was that struck me about that triptych. This is the view painted on the canvas that was left on it.
That's incredible. You know this area well.
And while I was waiting for you, I scouted around and discovered an abandoned mine nearby, surrounded by Ranrock's loyalists.
Do you think there's a connection to the triptych?
I've no idea, but perhaps they're searching it, the way they did Rookwood Castle and Isidora's Manor. How do we want to handle this?
Może uda nam się, rozprawimy się z nimi, albo coś w tym rodzaju. Nie, lecimy po kolei, nie, lecimy normalnie.
We need to see what they're doing, but let's not draw their attention.
Very well.
And I still have that rune symbol we found on the triptych. If there is a connection, I suspect we'll see that symbol again.
After you.
After you. Oh. Się przydaje do domu.
There they are up ahead.
I'll let you lead.
Dobra, trzeba ich pokonać.
No one enters this mine. Kill
Come on.
anyone who tries. You'll still get accustomed to that. That's your best. Depulsor. Just you wait up. Solid ground. You are postponing me. Depulsor. Why coming back this way?
Protego!
No! No!
No i poszło.
All of Ranrock's loyalists deserve the same fate.
Revelio.
Nice work.
Nice work. Sobie przeszukamy. To mamy już pełne. O, tu jest. Polce. Ładnie. Większe rzeczy do sprzedania.
Revelio.
To jest coś jest? Dobra, my mamy iść tam. Idziemy. Co tam?
This is going well.
We make a good team.
We do at that.
Once again, we could fight our way through or be discreet.
You know which one I'd choose.
Well, this might be the best.
Nie lubię dyskretnie, lubię walkę.
I mean it. I don't think I should need to eat until next week.
Dobry.
Why can't I hit you? Hit it!
Defender. Depulsor.
You are postponing the inevitable. I won't rest.
Glacius.
Rather
Professor?
unwise coming back this way.
Protego.
Stop it!
And the
Just-
fun is over.
Fun is a relative term. Revelio.
It is. And that was relatively fun.
Tu mamy pełne. Pełne, pełne, pełne. Pełne, pełne, pełne. No. Bieramy wszystko.
I should tell you. Rumor is this mine was closed long ago due to an infestation of spiders.
How nice. Nothing I haven't seen before.
That's the spirit.
Dobra, wchodzimy. Do jaskini. Tak naprawdę. A że tu będą pajączki, pajączki, pajączki. Pajączki. Jak zawsze. W jaskiniach.
Revelio. For better or for worse, we're in.
Padnij, powstań, Powerade.
Mine looks like a tomb.
It was closed after accidents were reported.
Ci się
Now I see
przydadzą.
why.
To trzeba zbierać, bo tu się wszystko przyda.
I don't see any goblins in these webs.
Too disgusting for even a spider to prey on.
Not your best moment, I guess.
Protego!
Someone thinks they can outlast me!
Defender!
You think this is funny? You don't deserve this! Arrogant child!
Repulsor! Protego!
Why do this out longer than necessary?
Crucial!
How many of Ranrock's loyalists are in here?
Too many. They definitely think there's something here they want.
Roślinki się przydadzą, to się też przyda. Dobra, teraz potrzebuję, żeby nie skłamać.
Accio! Wingardium Leviosa!
Na pewno.
Revelio!
To jeszcze chcę coś przeszukać. Tu jest? Tu jest.
Incendio!
O, pająki uciekły. O! Statyw coś mamy. Mamy statywa. Okej. Tu jeszcze coś jest. Mamony. Ja jestem ciekaw, czy coś tu u góry jest. Mi pokazuje, że coś jest, ale... Czy jest? To tego nie wiem. Jest. No ale dobra, idziemy tam.
It's no wonder spiders give people goosebumps.
Could be the hairy legs, or the soulless eyes, or the venomous
Ja jestem
fangs.
ciekaw, czy coś
Or
tutaj
any
jest.
number of endearing qualities, really.
Jest. 10 tylko. Mało. Ale tutaj mamy 61. Grosz do grosza będzie kokosza.
Smashing.
Should have thought to conjure stairs.
Ładnie to wygląda. Ładnie. Muszę jakoś tam dostać do góry. tutaj naprawić? Ja mam ustawione? Chyba nie. Musimy ustawić repair.
Repair.
Repair. O, pajączek jest. O, jakiś inny.
Bombada. Sendo. Aquadego. We've rid the world of another
Już?
spider. I shall sleep better tonight.
No. A tu gobliny pół górę poumierały.
Incendio.
Pali się? Nie. Myślałem, że się da. Ale 40 osób jest. Ale to na dole są skrzynki. Okej. Później je poszuka. O. Idziemy dalej.
We're making quick work of them.
Professor Hecat would be proud.
She would at that.
O, tu jest może
Ranrock's
skrzynka.
loyalists have all but declared war.
Ła! Kurde, a tu potrzeba coś innego. Ozdoba. Tu potrzebujemy, ale to sobie weźmiemy tu.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Nie to, Boguś.
Lumos.
O. A czekajcie, ja sobie przejdę tu. Lumos. Ach, te piączki. No. Mało mamony dają. Szkoda.
We've still not seen a single rune symbol.
I think we're going to be a bit distracted from runes for a moment.
An unwelcome distraction at that.
We have another fight on our hands.
Why am I not surprised?
Better. Impressed? Let's get this over with.
Accio. Incendio. Bombarda. Bombard. We're not finished yet.
It's almost as if they were close.
Incendio.
Ale się wystraszyłem.
Bombarda. Incendio. Bombarda. Bombarda. Incendio.
O, to już było ciężko.
Certainly cleared the room.
You're not a bad chap for a Slytherin.
You Gryffindors don't have a monopoly on bravery, you know.
Incendio.
Właśnie tu coś mamy. Ja już nie mogę.
Now,
Revelio.
we can have a look around in peace.
Accio.
Aha! Chwila. Tu mamy jedno. Tu mamy drugie. Wiem, do czego to jest potrzebne.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Dobra, mamy dwa. Będziemy mieli.
Incendio.
Właśnie.
We should clear out these spider webs. Always seem to be.
Mamy jeden. Dwa. A zawsze jest trzy. Trzeci jest tu. Aha. Mamy wszystko.
Incendio.
Wasn't expecting that.
Haha, udało się. Dobry jestem. Te klocki. No ciekawe jak tutaj rozkminie. Ty w ogóle rozkminie.
A journal entry by Isadora.
Hopefully it will
Sebastian,
help us
I
unravel
think I
more of
found
this
something.
mystery.
A canvas piece.
Brilliant. Our efforts weren't in vain after all. Still, something about this place feels odd.
Dziwne. Dziwne.
If the triptych led us here to find this bit of canvas, we can probably assume that Isadora Morganach was here.
She seems to have been everywhere.
But if she was using the Undercroft, and the cellar beneath her manor in Feldcroft, why would she create this space?
And why hide it behind cryptic rune symbols? And ancient magic that no one but you could see?
Isadora and Percival Rackham, another of the keepers, could see traces of ancient magic too.
Rackham? I haven't heard his name before.
Here's some of the memories I've seen. I don't think he and Isadora saw eye to eye on how this magic should be used.
This is all rather baffling. Let's take the canvas back to the triptych. Perhaps the answers are there. This place is odd, to be sure, but I'm fascinated by it. Now, for the trek back out of here and to Hogwarts.
Unless we can find another passageway to the Undercroft. Let's have a look around.
O, mamy magiczne jakieś przejście. A jest.
Revelio.
Ciekawe, czy coś jeszcze tu jest. Nie ma. Dobra. Hogwarts.
And now for the moments of truth.
It has to fit.
Myślimy płótno. A tu też mamy.
Please tell me you recognize the location in this bit of canvas.
The good news is I do, in fact.
And the bad news?
We're in for more trouble.
O.
I know that coast. Ranrock has taken over a huge mine in the surrounding area. Morinweem has suffered for it. It's as bad as Feldcroft's become. Should we head there now?
We should wait.
Why?
All this time, we've been a step behind Ranrock. I may know someone who could help us get ahead.
Who is that?
A friendly goblin. He wants no part in Ranrock's fight.
A friendly goblin? You know, goblins cursed my sister to shut her up. Said she should be seen and not heard.
I do, but not all goblins are...
Not all goblins what? Have you forgotten Feldcroft? Have you forgotten the mine we just went through?
No, Sebastian, I haven't. You're not listening to me.
Why would I listen to someone so ignorant?
Perhaps your uncle was right about you. You don't know when to stop.
Oh, I do know when to stop.
No i
Unbelievable.
misja ukończona. Ale tędy się chyba wychodzi. Tak.
I hope Professor
I believe my next broom upgrade to be even more impressive than the last. Come by Spinwitches as soon as you can.
I bot się zawiesił. Okej. Porozmawiamy. Portretem profesora nie mam. Okej. Porozmawiamy. Chcę porozmawiać, to porozmawiamy. O, choinki.
Relief to finally have an answer as to why that portrait was empty.
O, będziemy robić główną misję w komnacie map, ale ja na chwilkę za zaraz będę, bo muszę coś zrobić jeszcze. Zaraz będę. Dobra, już jestem. Idziemy. To chyba będzie główna misja. Tak, główna nad główniejszą. No i choinki, ładnie jest przystrojone. Ura! Ale święta się skończyły parę miesięcy temu. Prawie. Prawie 3. A zrobimy sobie szybką podróż. Jest rozmowa. 23 poziom, a tu jest kup. No miotło. O, miotło będzie można. Kurde, no nie chcę kupywać na razie, bo tak naprawdę ten potrzebuję kasy. Muszę misję porobić.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Tam. Rozmawiamy.
Hello, Professor. I have news. The goblins are looking for something. Another repository. They've built drills to help with their search.
Most troubling.
Are these repositories like the broken container I found at Rookwood Car?
I fear we have no time to lose. Have a look at the map. Fortunately, the next trial is fairly nearby.
It's Hogwarts.
As you know, I was headmistress in my time. My portrait hangs in the headmaster's office. In fact, I witnessed Professor Black learn of your arrival. And I'll confess that I wondered about you.
Wait, is the next trial in the headmaster's office?
It is. I had hoped that when the time came, the occupant of that office would be of help to us. Unfortunately, this headmaster seems wildly unconcerned with anything but himself. You'll need to access the office while he's away.
I understand. Very well. I'll find some way to get in.
Good. I shall meet you in my portrait there. Until then.
Ciupcio. Ciupcio. Dobra, ja najpierw idę posprzedawać te niektóre rzeczy, które mam. 4. O. Tu. Coś jeszcze mamy? Okulary. Dobra, to resztę posprzedaję. Jest niepotrzebne. Właśnie. To mi jest niepotrzebne. Okay. Bo ja zbieram kasę. Kasa. Mapa. Smith. I szybka podróż. Koso.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
Najpierw muszę posprzedawać to.
Welcome. Do let me know if I can be of any assistance at all.
Sprzedaż. Sprzedaj. Które 3 kaple to ja nie zbieram. O, to jest większe, to nie. Wieś się. To mogę sprzedać. Sprzedaj. Dobra. A to sobie zostawię.
I hope to see you again.
To
Farewell.
muszę sobie sprawdzić. O, i to. A to mogę sprzedać. Zawsze coś jest.
What can I do for you today?
Dobra, jeszcze trochę i będziemy mieli więcej kasy.
I hope to see you again. Farewell for now.
Z profesorem z Igiem musimy porozmawiać w gabinecie.
We should speak with Mr. Bickle's friends. I believe I can sneak away without drawing my mother's eye. Meet me near Hogsmeade and we will devise a plan.
Okej.
I think I know how and
O,
where to
będą misje
approach the
poboczne
Sentinels
też.
about protecting the Snidgets.
Troszkę będzie
Meet
tego.
me in the Forbidden Forest.
Ale najpierw sobie porozmawiamy z profesorem. I zrobimy sobie szybką podróż. Gdzie? Mapa świata. Hogwart. Mapa Hogwartu. O. I tutaj. O. O, coś tu mamy blisko? Tu, podróż. Chyba dobrze wycelowałem. Tak mi się wydaje.
It doesn't matter. It matters to me.
Albo i nie. A nie, dobrze. I poczekamy sobie. Rozpoczynamy.
Professor Fig, the keepers have shown me where the next trial is.
Has something changed?
Lodgok and I have learned that the goblins are searching for another repository, like the one we saw at Rookwood Castle. And I discovered that they're building massive drills to help in their search. Professor Fitzgerald seemed very concerned.
I see. Ranrock clearly knows even more than we suspected.
And sir, there's something else. Lodgok knew Miriam.
He knew Miriam?
They encountered each other at Rookwood Castle. She was doing research. That's where she found the container with the port key. He liked her so much that he let her leave with it, despite orders from Ranrock.
I don't know what to say. She could win over almost anyone. I want to hear more of this. And, in fact, I'd like to speak with Lodgok directly. But we've no time now. Where is the next trial?
Believe it or not, it's in the headmaster's office.
Incredible. Very well, you'll need the password to get past the stone gargoyle. The headmaster's house elf will know it.
I don't know the headmaster's house elf. Will he even speak to me? I imagine he's loyal to the headmaster.
He is. So you'll need a disguise. I have just the thing. A polyjuice potion. You'll look and sound like Professor Black.
Wait, doesn't Polyjuice Potion require a bit of the person you want to change into? And take ages to brew?
It does.
So how do you already have Polyjuice Potion to change into Professor Black?
One never knows when such a thing may come in handy. Let's just say I felt the need to be prepared for anything after my fruitless trip to the ministry on his behalf. Now, time is of the essence. Drink up and I shall explain more.
Okej. Dobra, misja będzie. A, zostałem profesorem.
How do you feel?
Incredible. I won't forget that taste anytime soon. How do I sound?
Convincing. I've taken the liberty of transfiguring your robes. As we discussed, you'll need the password from Scrope, who could be anywhere in the castle. You might look for Professor Kagawa. She's taken to badgering the poor elf about Quidditch in the hopes that he can convince Black to change his mind. Thus far, unsuccessfully.
I see. But what if Professor Black sees me?
Leave him to me. I shall tell him where to meet a liaison from the Ministry in Hogsmeade. That should give you plenty of time.
Thank you, Professor. I suppose we'll meet again in the map chamber.
It's rather strange to hear gratitude coming from Professor Black. I'll see you there.
Now to find the headmaster's house elf.
Okej.
Professor, a moment of your time, please. Professor, I was hoping to catch you.
Places to be, Professor Sharp, places to be.
Of course, sir. Only, you'd asked me about a particular potion, and I
did? I did, yes. Well, spit it out, Sharp. I don't have all day.
Probably best not to discuss it here, sir.
I assure you, Sharp, you may speak freely.
Very well. I've brewed the cure for boils you wanted. I can drop it by your office when it's convenient.
Of course, yes. No need for all the cloak and dagger. Simply have a student deliver it.
A student. Very well, sir, if you insist.
I do. And thank you, Sharp. I just hope you've brewed enough for all my boils.
Ja,
Now, to determine
Dobra.
which student gets this run.
You call that a shine on those boots? Do better. Greetings. I mean, out of my way, children.
I thought I heard the headmaster approaching.
When I witnessed what passes for magic in these halls,
Headmaster? Here, what could he want?
I haven't time for any of you at the moment. None. None at all. Move aside.
Professor, a word?
Oh.
Professor Black? Again, it is not too late to reconsider your decision regarding Quidditch. We could still have trials and a somewhat shortened season. It would be better than none at all.
Namieszamy chyba.
The injury, Madam Kagawa.
Professor, more than one student has taken a bludger to the head on our pitch. I dare say it knocked some sense into them. And they're fine now. The fact that it happened to be a pureblood, well, that's no reason to...
What nonsense! That you would trivialize the health of a student over a silly game.
A silly game? You are quite impossible sometimes. Sir, I've a good mind to write to the Department of Magical Games and Sports at the Ministry about you.
Good idea. I can even provide the parchment should you need it. Now, where is my elf?
Parchment? Very well, I will, and with pleasure. And I spotted Scrope in the Great Hall. Seems to be avoiding me.
I wonder why. Good day, Madam Kagawa.
Dobra.
What did we do to deserve him as a headmaster?
Has anyone seen my ivory-handled hand mirror? Of course you haven't.
Szkoda, że nie można się teleportnąć, nie?
No, I hate Headmaster, and he's coming this way.
If you must speak with me, consult my secretaries or what have you.
Professor, a word, please.
No, jeszcze
Hello, Professor Black.
Ah, Professor Weasley. How delightful to see you.
Sir?
Since I have you here, I wonder if I might, speak with you about Professor Fig.
Oh, very well.
I've decided to give him a bit more, leeway with his time.
Leeway, Professor? Are you sure that's wise? I confess I do worry for his students. He's rarely here as it is.
Ah, well, yes. He's handling some official ministry business for me.
I see. But, sir, if I may, I am wary of how much time the new fifth year seems to be spending away from the castle, supposedly on Professor Fig's behalf. I've heard unsettling rumors of their escapades. Everything from sneaking into the Forbidden Forest to confronting Ranrock's loyalists and Rookwood's lot.
What? Goodness. You cannot believe everything you hear, Professor. No, you cannot. I mean, I shall keep an eye on Fig. You simply keep doing the wonderful job that you're doing. Simply wonderful.
Thank you. But I'm happy to look into...
Good. That'll be all, Weasley. I mean, Professor Weasley. Good day.
Good day.
A wonderful job. Leeway for Professor Fig. I shall never understand that.
That ought to give Professor Fig some breathing room.
Professor Black is happy with Scrope's performance as his house elf. There's no doubt in Scrope's mind.
Scrope!
Oh, greetings, Master.
Remind me of the password to my office.
Oh, but Master made Scrope swear never to tell anyone, even Master himself.
And now I'm telling you that you can tell me.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Scrope begs forgiveness. It is the Black family motto, Master.
Right. Of course.
Master does remember it.
Of course I remember. It's the Black family reigns.
Is Master giving Scrope a test?
But certainly I remember. It's still stronger together, no?
Master has made Scrope laugh.
It's pure bloods forever, isn't it?
Close, Master. Scrope thinks Master is indeed testing Scrope. It is always pure.
Obviously.
And, of course, as Master knows, in French.
Yes, of course. I order you to pronounce it for me.
Oh, but Master knows that Scrope's French is most pitiful. Oh, very well. Toujours pur.
Toujours pur.
Thank you. Never speak of this conversation with me or anyone else.
Of course, sir. Scrope shall try his best to keep out of Master's way.
Okay.
The polyjuice potion's wearing off. I best get out of sight.
Rebecca.
Made it just in time. It's wearing off.
Fig was right. I can't believe it worked. Now to speak the password to the gargoyle.
Dobra, misja ukończona. Śmieszne te niektóre misje są, na serio wam powiem. Bardzo śmieszne. Tu mamy.
Incendio!
Dobra, musimy się teraz dostać do gabinetu.
Nice to see you, my young friend.
To będzie zabawa. Gabinet. Na bank. Powinien napisać się chować. My musimy się dostać tam do góry. Bo nie ma to jak inaczej. Musimy się dostać do gabinetu dyrektora. Łam! Będziemy sobie oceny wbijać.
What are you up to now?
Podrabiać oceny. Kurde, tak wysoko. Który to jest poziom drugi. Nie musiał poszukać te.
The gargoyle. That's where I need to speak the password.
Mi hasło.
Toujours pure.
Toujours pure. Adobo, double. Anado, atu.
Dobra.
I wonder if all the elite wizarding families have a motto.
It's good to see you.
All thanks to Professor Fig's quick thinking. Now what?
Approach the pedestal in the antechamber and read the book that appears.
What can I expect to find in the book?
A story. I cannot say more. You may recognize some elements of it, as I was inspired by a tale with which many wizarding children are familiar.
I suspect there will be more to this than reading a book.
Your suspicions are correct. We shall speak when you are finished.
Has this been under the headmaster's nose all this time? That must be the pedestal.
Użyj. O, jesteśmy w księdze.
Where am I? Professor Fitzgerald? Can you hear me?
I am here. In this place, you may call me Neve. You shall be witness to a fable. Pay attention. Things are not always as they seem. You must move swiftly and cautiously. Use the tools you encounter to find me. The first you will need is a cloak.
What
In this place, as in life, death takes many forms. Avoid each of them at all costs.
Okay. Ja nie mogę ich atakować? Fajnie to wygląda.
I should have run when I could. I'd be free by now.
They're gone. For now. I need to get out of here. Where could Neve be? I need to time this just right.
Okay.
I see. A staircase straight ahead.
Śmierć. Fajnie to wygląda. Powiem wam. Serio.
A ladder. Perhaps they won't be able to find me if I go up there.
Muszę jakoś przejść. Chyba, że... Tędy nie przejdę. Chyba tędy przejdę. Ile ich tu jest?
I'd best move while I can. Neve must be here somewhere. Too many. I must cross this road as fast as I can.
Patrzę.
That's where I need to go, but I need to find a way past them.
A, złapał mnie. Kurde. Ajajaj. Za szybko chciałem. Nie no, spróbujemy ponownie. No, gdzie tam? Gdzie się zapisało?
This is my chance. I'm coming, Neve. Too many. I must cross this road as fast as I can. That's where I need to go, but I need to find a way past them.
Chwilę poczekać. On się cały czas tu patrzy. O, już nie. Dobra. Śmierci na mnie patrzy.
Nothing this way, but more danger. There must be a way to find you. I need to turn back. There's no getting past them that way. That doorway looks like the only... Closed tight. No way but forward, I suppose.
Jakoś do góry. Kurde. Serio?
Now's my chance. That's the way forward.
Użyjemy.
Can this be? I think I'm invisible.
O, mamy tajemniczą pelerynę. A teraz mnie śmierci nie zobaczy. Ogólnie. Nie powinna. Inaczej nie przejdziemy, musimy iść tędy. No sprawdzimy, czy nas zobaczą, czy nie. Nie.
They can't see me at all. I can get closer to them. This is the way forward. Finally free. Now where are you, Neve?
Okej.
You have outrun death thus far, but have yet to find me. Keep searching, but this time you will be unable to hide. Wield the wand you see before you. Do not squander its extraordinary power.
Tajemnicza różka. A wiecie jaka to jest różka? A!
I've never felt such power. Bombarda!
O, teraz to można walczyć. Na różka. Wow!
Defender! Bombarda! Depulsor! Defender! Bombarda!
Już? No. Czyli robimy insygnię śmierci. Na to wychodzi. A mamy tylko jedno. Okej. Gdzie śmierć?
Defender. Defender. Bombarder. Defender. Protego. Bombarder. Defender. Depulsor. Stupid. Defender. Overtaker. Bombarder. 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 Defender.
Ła! Ale dostałem.
Defender. Depulsor. Defender.
O kurde!
Defender. Protego. Defender.
Udało się. Jeszcze nie?
Bombarder. Protego. Defender. Bombarder. 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 Defender.
Ła!
Protego. Defender. Bombarder. Defender. Bombarder. Defender. Bombarder. Protego. Depulsor. Bombarder. Defender. Bombarder. Defender. Protego. Defender. Bombarder. Defender. Depulsor. Defender. Depulsor. Bombarder.
Ła, Boguś.
Defender. Bombarda. Bombarda. Defendo. Descendo. Depulsor.
Już? Śmierć? Nie było ciekawie. To będzie ten. Tuż? Marłych? Chyba ta.
A simple stone. This must be for me.
Kamień. Skrzeszenia. I to daje nam insygnię śmierci. Było 3 braci.
You are far from finished. Pass through the mourners ahead. Nothing is what it seems.
She's gone. Neve's dead.
Dear, sweet Neve.
Let us always honor her memory.
May her memory be a treasure to us forever.
I?
You found me, but you cannot undo what has been done. The magic of the stone can only conjure a shadow of my former self.
O.
But there is no light without shadow, as there is no shadow without light. Simply because you can eliminate darkness does not always mean that you should.
Insygnia śmierci.
Remember that as you witness my memory.
Mam podejść? Dobra. Łezka pójdzie.
Isadora, what you did for your father was remarkable.
Wasn't it? And Percival needn't worry about the strands of emotion or the traces that this magic leaves. I found a way to contain all of it.
You haven't stopped.
Goblin Silver.
You spoke to a goblin about this.
Don't worry, he has no idea what we're containing.
We don't know what effect any of this may have. The emotions, the dark traits.
You sound like Percival. And as it happens, I do know. It is a source of strength, of focus. Somehow it enhances my ability to wield magic.
I don't follow, Isadora.
I think we can harness it.
Power like this is not to be toyed with. In the wrong hands.
You saw what I did for my father. Neve, imagine the good we could do. Everyone is in some kind of pain. What are you doing? Breathe it in. Can you feel it?
Oh, Isadora. This must stop. All of it.
You've kept this power to yourselves for so long because you fear it. I choose to embrace it.
No, wychowali potwora. No ta misja była fajna. Bardzo fajna. Okej.
I'd seen Bakar's tower countless times.
Oh.
Never.
Is it true? Has someone completed the first 3 trials?
It is, and I have.
But you are so...
Young? I know. You must be Professor Bakar.
I am.
Pleased to meet you. The pensive memory I just witnessed, was Isadora inhaling painful emotions?
She was.
I found it disturbing. But how did she gain power from it? How did she harness it?
It was disturbing. Although, I wonder that you are asking about her power. I hesitate to reveal the location of my pensive to someone who, perhaps, has yet to understand the responsibility of power.
I can assure you, Professor, I do. In fact, what you don't yet know is that a dangerous goblin called Ranrock has accessed the repository at Rookwood Castle. He has learned to harness the contents of it as a source of immense power. He plans to use that power against wizardkind. We have no time to waste.
I see. Nonetheless, the knowledge you shall gain after you witness my memories is too valuable to share without further consideration. I shall require time to confer with the other keepers.
It seems we have no choice but to wait, frustrating as it is. I heard what you told Professor Bakar. Isadora was inhaling emotions to gain power?
She was. And she pulled emotions, as she did from her father, from Professor Fitzgerald, without permission.
Monstrous.
What's more, she said that she found a way to store the traces of magic she extracted in goblin silver.
The repositories?
Possibly. There's something I didn't get a chance to tell you earlier. Ranrock has been digging at locations tied to the 5 names he found in the journals of a goblin metalworker named Bragball.
5 names? The Keepers, and who else? Isadora Morganac?
Precisely. That's how he's been one step ahead of us. Gringotts, the Tower, Rookwood Castle.
If the Keepers won't tell you where the next trial is yet, I say we at least maintain a watch on Ranrock. Perhaps he'll lead us to more information.
Perhaps. I hope to hear from Lodgok soon. I haven't heard anything since I learned of the drills. Oh, and as you've probably guessed by now, your polyjuice plan worked like a charm.
I knew it would. I may have done too good a job distracting Black. I had no idea he can't hold his fire whiskey.
I shouldn't have reacted so bitterly about your goblin friend. I apologize. I hope we can finish what we started with the triptych. Please meet me at the southern coast. We can search for the final canvas piece.
No dobra, misja skończona. No to co? No to tu mamy nowego. Co nam tu daje nowego? Tę misję. No level na pewno. No dopiero 27% mamy. Okay. Ale czekajcie. Misję. Mamy już 60%. I fabułę. No, już fabułę mamy w 60%. Tak naprawdę. Ale jeszcze misje poboczne bym chciał porobić. To jest wymagany 24 poziom. Ale tutaj mamy jeszcze inne. Dobra, to sobie porozmawiamy najpierw z Tom. Tutaj mamy podstawy. Pójdziemy jeszcze raz podstawy. Może leczenie? To co tu mamy? Tu eliksir. Chyba, że czarną magię pójdziemy dalej. O! Dobra, idziemy czarną magię. Idziemy sobie. Okej, zrobimy sobie tam misję. Daleko nie mamy. Daleko nie mamy.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented new pattern.
No powiem wam, coraz ciekawie się robi. Bardzo ciekawie. Dużo się dzieje, no. Akurat ta misja była fajna, to z tą profesor. Z tą śmiercią. Naprawdę. Tamten się szło, walczyło. A tu trzeba było się ukrywać, to tamto. O. Nie tak źle. Wiadomo, tam sobie możemy polecieć, nie? Do niej. Zobacz, jak mamy.
Are you ready to put an end to
Cześć,
Harlow?
Nazi.
I'm ready to do what's needed to take Harlow down. I know you have a plan.
We must gather information from the friends of Mr. Bickle that Archie and Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Agabus Filbert, Otto Dibble, and Mr. and Mrs. Rabe.
All right.
I suggest that you speak with each of them while I head to the Hogshead. I saw some Ashwinders heading there. And as my mother would never go near the Hogshead, she is less likely to learn of my activities than if I were to wander the village questioning its residents.
Where am I to find these friends of his?
I do not know about Mr. Rabe, but his wife, Daisy, is often in Hogsmeade, as is Agabus Filbert. And Otto Dibble, he works at Gladrags, so you will likely find him there.
Okay.
What sort of information am I trying to gather from these people?
They may know what evidence Mr. Bickle had against Harlow, or they may have evidence of their own. We simply need to know whatever they know.
Very well. I'll speak with them, see what I can learn.
I knew I could rely on you. We need to know how they are being blackmailed by Rookwood and Harlow. Meet me here after you have spoken with them. Hopefully, by the time you return, I will be able to move a bit more freely.
Dobra, idziemy porozmawiać. Właśnie, mam coś do sprzedania? W razie W? I nie. Chyba nie. Szkoda. Brakuje mi jeszcze mamony.
They were out the other day.
A tu do góry. Obydwoje.
Mrs. Rabe should be nearby.
Oh, Isco, what have I done?
Easy.
Mrs. Rabe, I wondered if I might speak with you about Theophilus Harlow. I'm a friend of the Bickles and I'm trying to gather evidence against him.
Poor Joanna and little Archie. And now Harlow has taken my darling Isco.
What do you mean? Why?
I'm a security guard at Gringotts, and my husband is a curse breaker for them. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues into giving him treasures from the vaults.
And you declined?
Of course I declined. Repeatedly. I thought they'd given up, until I came home one night and found my husband gone, and a note affixed to my door with a knife. The note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping with some banking needs, and that my husband would appreciate it if I acted quickly. But the help Harlow wants is help that I cannot give, and my dearest Isco is paying the price.
Why wouldn't Harlow extort your husband?
No teraz będzie troszkę kwestia rozmowy. Bardziej.
He travels the world for the bank. He could do nothing for Harlow. I'm the one in the bank on a daily basis, which evidently makes me an enticing target for blackmail.
Have you helped Harlow since your husband was taken?
No, I'm worried sick about Isco, but he'd never want me to compromise my integrity. I also know that he's extremely clever. That said, I was hoping he would have escaped by now. It makes me concerned as to why he hasn't.
Okay.
Are you sure the note means that your husband was kidnapped?
What else could it possibly mean? Besides, I came home to find that someone had trampled the daisies in our garden. It may sound silly, but those were Isco's pride and joy. He would never have let that happen.
Thank you, Mrs. Rabe. Knowing the lengths that Harlow will go to is helpful, albeit more than disturbing.
Mr. Bickle was trying to help us, but now he's gone. I don't know what to do.
I shall do all I can to get evidence against Harlow, Mrs. Rabe.
Very well. Here's the note I received. You must be careful as well. Please don't put yourself in danger.
Dziękujemy. No i mamy.
Some evidence worth hanging on to.
Thank you. I hope it's not too late.
Now, to find Mr. Bickle's other two friends.
Idziemy szukać kolejnego.
Otto Dibble works at Gladrags. I should check there.
Please tell me you didn't take it. But perhaps it's been here all along.
Oh.
Mr. Dibble, may I speak with you? It's about Theophilus Harlow.
I've nothing to say about him. May I interest you in a stunning cravat today?
Please, sir, I'd like to help. I spoke to Mrs. Bickle.
You know the Bickles? All right. but we must be discreet. Can't have Mr. Hill hearing this.
I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the troll attack.
Oh, he's a good man, but even he wouldn't understand about Harlow. It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted, reading a note, when you-know-who came into the shop. I hid the note behind the counter and offered to help him. He stared at me for a moment, then asked me to check on an order he'd placed. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent order. When I returned, he was holding the note.
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill, Mr. Hill's daughter. You see, we've been, well, secretly engaged these past 6 months. We haven't told Mr. Hill yet. I dare say he has higher hopes for her. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms that my relationship with Rosie, not to mention my employment here, depended upon my cooperation.
What did he ask you to do?
It all happened so quickly. In an instant, he took a very expensive scarf from the counter, pocketed it, and smiled. He said, "Your secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful items like this every so often." I've been able to cover for his requests until now with some creative bookkeeping, but I can't keep it up for much longer. I'm terrified to say anything. I could never live without Rosie.
Dobra, po kolei lecimy.
Could you give me a bit more detail about the
Żeby nie było.
note? That might help me to identify it should I come across it.
It's on Rosie's special pink stationery. It has her monogram at the top, RH. That's how Mr. Hill would know it was real.
What have you been doing to keep the extortion a secret?
Well, as I mentioned, creative bookkeeping. And I've also been trying to cover the costs with my own savings, but I'm running out of money. Of course, none of this bodes well for my efforts to improve my circumstances and be worthy of Rosie.
I met Mr. Hill the day of the troll attack. He was kind to me. Why don't you just tell him?
He's a lovely man. But when it comes to Rosie, I fear he loses all perspective. He'd see this as a grave betrayal. I'd lose my job instantly, and Rosie as well.
Thank you for telling me. I'm gathering evidence to take Harlow down.
I would love nothing more than to see him rotting in Azkaban, but be careful. He's an awful man and incredibly dangerous. As for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it, I have committed it to memory. You may destroy it immediately.
Understood.
Dobra.
Now hurry off before Mr. Hill returns. Where was I?
Teraz musimy porozmawiać
We're on the right
jeszcze
How to find the last of Mr. Bickle's friends.
Agbusem. Agbusem.
Agabus Filbert must be around here somewhere.
O jest.
Hello there.
Excuse me, Mr. Filbert. I wondered if I might speak with you about your dealings with Theophilus Harlow. I hope to ease Mrs. Bickle's mind by gathering evidence against him.
Tragic, what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to speak out against Harlow for an act of violence committed against me. But I feared Harlow's retaliation, and so I refused.
If you had spoken out against him as Mr. Bickle asked, perhaps Harlow would be locked away by now.
Perhaps. But perhaps I would have suffered a similar fate.
You said that Harlow committed an act of violence against you. Could you tell me what happened?
Before my extraordinary wife, Dulcibella, passed away, she had just completed a small book of poetry. As a surprise for her birthday, one she never had the chance to celebrate, I had the book beautifully bound and plated in gold. One day, Harlow came calling to punish me for having spoken out against the Neanderthals that comprise Rookwood's lot. Before I knew it, I'd been petrified, and Harlow was rifling through my home. He found the book of poetry, with its exquisite gold plating. I watched helplessly, lying there in my entranceway as he walked away with the book, laughing as he went. I was shaken to my core. Still am, to be honest.
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again, but do you mind if I share this information with Officer Singer?
I suppose I have no choice. This extortion can't go on forever. You can pass it on to anyone who may be willing to help. Harlow does not like people talking, as you already know.
I've spoken with Mr. Bickle's friends. Now to find Natty.
To musimy wrócić do niej. Do Nati.
A spot of failure is a good thing. Goblins have been running Gringotts since its bricks were laid.
If something threatens me, first thing I cast is Protego.
Protego.
It's not like Natty to be late. She said she was going to the Hog's Head. Perhaps I'll find her there.
Gdzie ona poszła? Gdzie ona poszła? Coś złego chyba się dzieje. To muzyka. Mi się wydaje.
Natty must be around here somewhere. Natty's wand. She can cast without it. She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble. Revelio will show me where she was taken.
O, tu jest ten. Jak on ma? Czekaj, zrobimy to tak.
Lumos. Revelio.
Musimy w nocy przyjść.
Nosy little students get what's coming to them.
Natty must have been taken this way.
Mówiłem.
I need to find her quickly.
Że będzie zadyma. Nic innego.
The footprints led to this room. There must be another way forward. Accio! A hidden door. Revelio! Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly. Revelio.
I don't trust Grandma. When we're done here,
I'd better be sure I'm not seen.
it's not gonna work. Using that girl as bait.
Ale jakoś tam trzeba zejść na dół, nie? Dobry.
Expulso!
Oh, what's the line?
Defender!
beginning.
Potato! Reduction!
Expulsion! This is not going well.
Potato!
Novice. Conductive, aren't we?
Wow, 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 wow! Wow!
Stupendous.
Might want to look up. Look what you've done.
Reduction!
Defender! Glacier! Compulsor!
Death from above.
You'll peter out soon enough.
Wow, 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 wow!
Reduction!
Flash of inspiration.
Reduction!
Compulsor!
No, poszło. Kurde, byli na 30 levelu.
The book of poems that was taken from Agabus Filbert. He'll be thrilled to have this back.
Ciężko było, ale się udało. Okej. No ale...
Defender!
Defender! That's the Compulsor! Insygnia!
Expulsor! Defender! Potato! Defender!
Insygnia! Expulsor! Thought you had me there. That was a mistake. What are your thoughts on electricity?
Compulsor! Potato! Defender!
Expulsor!
Stupid one! Glaciers! Corsair!
Pozamiatanie.
Revelio!
You found us. I knew you would realize I had left my wand for you. Speak to me.
Over here. I need your help.
Zara, muszę pozbierać wszystko. Ty kto to?
Mr. Rabe, Daisy told me you'd been abducted.
You spoke with my wife. How is she?
Worried about you. Are you alright?
I am all right. Thank you for coming. These locks are cursed, and there's an anti-apparition jinx on the cells. Even Natty's skill with wandless magic cannot free us. I need you to find my wand.
Use mine. We'll find yours together once you're out of there.
I need my wand for this. Using one with which I have no connection may not work as well or as quickly, and we cannot risk detection.
I shall do my best. Any idea where it might be?
It's nearby. I can sense it.
Understood. I'll find it.
Your friend Natty was not able to summon my wand.
Revelio!
It must be blocked by something.
Mr. Rabe's wand could be in there. My wand is somewhere in this room. I can tell. Revelio.
Jest.
Alohomora.
Alohomora.
Mr. Rabe's wand must be nearby if he can sense it from his cell.
Kurde, do tego... To nienawidzę.
If Natty couldn't summon Mr. Rabe's wand from her cell, it must be blocked by something.
Ale pad wibruje. Udało się. Aha!
Mr. Rabe's wand. He'll be glad to have this back. Mr. Rabe, I found your wand.
Well done. I knew it was nearby. Now, you best stand back. One never knows how a curse will react to being broken.
No i otworzył. Otwórz jej.
Thank you, Mr. Isco.
My pleasure. And thank you, my friend. We owe our lives to your bravery. I may be too weak to disapparate with you both, but I can try.
You go ahead. Find Officer Singer. We will get out of here on our own.
Very well. But be careful. Thank you, my young friends.
Be prepared for a fight. These Ashwinders must pay.
Ale ja mam twoją różkę.
Revelio.
To już coś mamy. No ja wszystko muszę poszukać.
Revelio.
O, stolik mamy.
Accio. Udalia Leviosa. Revelio.
Kurde, trzeba przeszukać wszystko, nie? Idę? Przejdę. Kurde, jakie te katakumby.
Revelio.
Jeszcze tam do góry możemy wejść. Tutaj. O. Mamy list.
Otto Dibble's love letter from Rosie. He wanted me to destroy this if I found it.
Dobra, to teraz uciekamy stąd. O. Jeden. Nie wiem, czy dobrze idę.
Lumos.
Lumos.
Nie, do góry.
Let's find Officer Singer and put an end to Harlow once and for all.
Dobra. Mamy to.
Natsai Onai. I should have known. And you, the troll dispatcher. Oh, thank goodness the two of you are safe. Isco Rabe told me a couple of students had rescued him. Should have known it was you two.
Is Mr. Rabe all right?
He is. I sent him home to his wife. Miss Onai, your mother will not be pleased to learn that you're still risking your safety pursuing these dangerous men.
Actually, Officer Singer, Natty and I learned of several Hogsmeade residents who've had their lives threatened by the Ashwinders. In addition to abducting Mr. Rabe to blackmail his wife and Natty, Rookwood and Harlow have also extorted Agabus Filbert and Otto Dibble.
I will look into all of that. As for the two of you, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but you are taking great risk. Next time, please let the authorities handle the Ashwinders.
Yes, officer. Do you have enough evidence to take down Harlow and the rest of Rookwood's lot?
Well, it's certainly a good start. We shall see. But you can leave this to me now. Natsai, you may wish to speak with your mother about this before I do.
My mother will not like this. Thank you again for rescuing me. We shall speak soon.
No i misja zrobiona.
That relic is the key to saving Anne. I know it. Meet me outside of Feldcrot as soon as you can.
Okej. O!
Patriot!
Mamy. Dobra.
Hogsmeade, here I come.
Na dzisiaj będziemy kłączyć.
The Ashwinders have ceased pestering me. I suspect that's your doing. Thank you from me and Rosie both. We're just leaving for our honeymoon, after we tell Mr. Hill of our recent marriage. Wish me luck.
Nie wiem, gdzie to było, chyba tu. Mamy misję poboczną.
Fine now, demiguys.
Mamy to. Dobra. Sobie tutaj obejrzymy. Co tu mamy ciekawego? Też do sprzedania na pewno. O, 56. O, legendarny mamy. To jeszcze pójdziemy sobie do tego. Wrócimy sobie do zamku. I sobie to zrobimy. Te legendarne coś tam mamy. Pokój życzeń. I zobaczymy, co nam tutaj wyskoczy.
Deke has some exciting news to share.
O, i jak ładnie. Dobra. Mamy coś lepszego. 50, 60. On daje nam mniej. Dobra, to już odpada. 54. To nam to daje. No, może być. Też tutaj szalik. 8, 51. 56. O. Ofensywy nam daje więcej. To. Ale sobie zmienimy kolor, żeby nie było. Nie wygląd. Wezmę ten swój. O. No i gitaronia. Jest zarąbiście. Super. Dobra, coś jeszcze tu mamy ciekawego. Procesor Śmierci. Ja właśnie, a my nie mamy, co tu mamy? Biurko opisu. Właśnie jestem ciekaw, co my tu mamy. Małe stanowisko do eliksirów, to nie. Też nie. Jest więcej do nic. To jest szapki. To jest biuchur. Półka na narzędzia twórcy eliksirów. Okej. Jeszcze. I nic więcej. No i misje. Ogólnie, jeśli chodzi o misje główne, to jest... Mam 61% już. Ale ogólnie całej gry mam dopiero 28%. No to mogę powiedzieć, że jeszcze dużo będzie się działo. Na bank. Bo przy następnym live'ie Harry'ego Potterka będziemy robić misje poboczne. No. I to by było na tyle. Dobra. Ja dziękuję wszystkim za oglądanie. Mam nadzieję, że wam się podobało. Wiadomo, tytuł będzie inaczej się nazywał, no ale wiadomo. Ja to zawsze tak robię. Więc trzymajcie się, do następnego. Hej, pa pa!